I'm Dolly Wu. I'm the Vice President and GM of Inspur. So I'm very happy to be the speaker right after Brian. So Brian told everyone why we need Open19, and I'm going to show you how Open19 is going to solve the problems that Brian and his team ran into. So you already saw the different open hardware platforms that are available out there today. On the left-hand side, you have OCP, Project Olympus, ODCC, Intel RSD, and all of these open hardware platforms are optimized for hyperscale deployments. For OCP is mainly for Facebook, started by Facebook, Project Olympus, Microsoft. ODCC is started by Alibaba, Baidu, Tencent. And Intel RSD is a software-defined data center solution, which is also optimized for hyperscale. So the only solution out there that fits everything, data centers of all sizes, is Open19. And Open19 specifications are now contributed into the OCP community. And Inspur is the only solution provider that can build, provide design, and deploy all of the open platforms out there. And we are taking all of the modular building blocks that we have built up over the years from all the different hardware platforms, including the standard platforms, to build solutions for Open19. So why Open19 can fit into any location and any type of data center? We're going to take a look. So you can see on the picture on the left-hand side, on the upper left-hand, is a data center for LinkedIn's Oregon data center. And on the right-hand side is a picture of the LinkedIn Oregon, actually Texas data center with Open19 servers already live in production with Inspur. And Open19 is currently the best platform to use for edge. And you saw from Brian's presentation prior how difficult and challenging edge locations are. You don't have all these beautiful data centers, air-cooled or cooled by air conditioning and nicely laid out. You have challenging server rooms and challenging environments to deal with. So the best way to deal with it is to deploy Open19 and spend 1 hour instead of 1 day to deploy a rack. So let's take a look at how the simple integration can be done and simple deployment can be done with Open19. So on the left-hand side, you see the messy, conventional standard cabling that you have for standard 19-inch rack mount form factors. On the right-hand side, you can see the Open19 deployment, how simple the cabling is and how elegant it is. So you have a 2 power cable fits, and then the blue cable you see is the data cable. The white cable is the power cable. And you can see it's a blind made design. So it's very simple to install, very, very simple to do the assembly, and you don't see a mess in the back like the way you see it on the left. Simply because the cabling style in a conventional DC cable is 19.2, and Open19 splits in 2.9.6 to achieve the simple cabling method. And then we went to the LinkedIn Oregon data center, and these are the photos that I took from the data center. And so you can see how simple it is. Okay, the formats are a little bit messed up. Sorry about that, the conversion issue. So you can see how high density you could get one rack. In the data center for LinkedIn, it's in one rack, you can put 96 compute nodes. And there are 4 cages in this rack. It's a 52U rack. And you can have redundant power banks installed. Oh, the arrow's a little, it's pointing at the wrong places. But anyway, The power banks are the white-looking ones. There's one on the top, one on the bottom. And then you can see on the right-hand side the back of the rack. So the front of the rack is very clean. The back of the rack is also very clean. And you get a liquid cooling chilled door, which makes the LinkedIn Oregon data center very nice to work in. There was no hot aisle. And the 1+1 DC power rail to the rack. So the efficiency is amazing because now instead of having power supplies in every server, you have 2 power banks to power 96 servers, which gives you a 96% power efficiency. And another very important consideration for deploying compute, storage, and networking is they're growing, the speeds are improving all the speeds are improving at different speeds, okay? So with storage, storage is actually improving its speed much faster than compute and networking. And networking is improving slower. And and Open19 is working with all of the other open hardware communities on the Sonic project to try to speed up networking speed to match compute and storage. So we are also working very closely with the Open19 community to see if we can help bring better elements into the Open19 community. So to take a look at how Open19 helps to disaggregate compute, storage, and networking. So there are 3 common major components for Open19. So you have the cage, the power shelf, and the networking switch. So with the cage, it's a passive cage. So it's just a metal box. There's no intelligence built into the cage. So it makes disaggregation very easy. And you don't need to, for example, like in the OCP or ODCC, you need to buy a specific OCP or ODCC rack with the power bank already built into the rack. It's an intelligent rack. So that kind of limits the ability for customers to make adoption of those standards. And that's why so far it has been only for hyperscale. But now with Open19, you're making the cage to be a passive cage. And the power shelf goes into the cage, and then the networking switch can be an Open19 switch, or it can be any standard switch. There is a custom cable that you can use to connect to a standard switch. And then in addition to the main elements of Open19, you get support different form factors of servers. So there's 4 different form factors that you can choose from. There's the 1U half brick, and then the 1U full brick, 2U half brick, or the 2U full brick. So with these form factors, manufacturers can design different types of servers and boards that fit into the form factors. So you can actually buy servers from any server provider out there instead of limit yourself to a specific server form factor, like in the way the OCP and ODCC is requiring you to buy a specific 21-inch width server that would only go into an OCP rack. You don't have to deal with that with Open19. So we are working with Open19 Foundation very closely to design servers that would fit into these form factors, actually leveraging all of the designs that we have from ODCC, OCP, standard servers, and fit those motherboards into the form factors so we can have multiple choices for Open19 deployment. So as I talk about the different motherboard form factors, so in the 1U half brick compute node that we designed for LinkedIn, we put the OCP accepted motherboard into this form factor. And then in the 1U full brick that you see, we use a conventional motherboard from our existing volume builds and put that into the 1U full brick. And that is how Inspur can quickly come up with solutions for Open19 and be able to work with LinkedIn to quickly deploy Open19 solutions. And coming soon, you don't see any 2U bricks out there yet. Inspur is working very closely with the community to figure out what the requirements are for the 2U bricks. And we have already come up with designs that we think are going to be volume demand out there for the 2U bricks. So we are planning on introducing warm storage solution with 2U with 24 hot swap, 3.5-inch, and 4 to 8, 2.5-inch bays also. And this is going to be a very modular design, so it's basically a tray-style modular design. So in our 1U servers, we just add another tray to make it 2U, so we can quickly bring to market the different solutions for Open19. And then for the flash storage, we are planning on having a 72 NGSF or ruler form factor available. And the AI and GPU is growing very, very quickly as well. So we actually leverage the same form factor. We are going to put GPU board in there. So these are some of the things that we can quickly bring to market for Open19. And those products are coming soon. And Inspur is able to very quickly bring traditional server building blocks into Open19, bring ODCC and OCP elements into Open19 and deploy very quickly. So our vision and our commitment to Open19 is we want to improve the Open19 supply chain ecosystem. Because right now, it is quite difficult for customers to source Open19 equipment. A lot of confusion out there. What is in the Open19 form factor? What is available? Who do I buy it from? Who do I buy these special cables from? Who do I buy the cage from? And who do I buy the switch from? So Inspur's commitment is we are going to make available everything in the Open19 form factor and elements and make a turnkey solution set for customers so they can easily come to Inspur and be able to get everything from one source. So we already designed a cage for Open19, and we are testing the cage, and it should be in production very soon, in addition to the existing vendors that are out there for the cage. And then we also would like to design the switch and help LinkedIn and Open19 Foundation to find solution for the power shelf. And then also help deploy Open19 solutions globally. We know data centers are growing very, very quickly, and everybody's doing global deployments, and edge solutions are growing very quickly, and going into all types of challenging environments and countries. So we want to be able to support all of these global deployments very effectively with Open19. So with that, I conclude my talk. Thank you, everyone.